How are you guys? Happy March. It's finally March. I think it's spring season, but it doesn't matter. Hi guys, I hope you're doing well today. I'm back with another video. I did promise you guys that I would be consistent with doing more videos. I am shy, so bear with me. So this seems to be a I don't want to say a highly requested video, but a question that I'm always asked, and that is, why did I start blogging? I knew this day would come that people would all of a sudden just randomly up and say, oh, why you start writing? How long you been writing for? How come you don't post every week or once a week or twice a week? Why is being like wide spaces of time? And I'm just like, slow down, hold on, pause for a minute. So today I am going to be talking about why I started blogging. I'm going to try to shorten it, but give you enough information so you kind of like understand why I started without giving so much detail. So, I don't like answering this question. So, when I started, it was in 2018. Yes, it was 2018 when I started. I launched my blog, the official website, in August 2018, the day of my birthday. But prior to that, it didn't start off with me just blogging. So a backstory of it is, so I had already graduated from high school. I was already out of high school for maybe a year or so prior to, and I was in that stage of, you know, when you out of school, you know what it is you want to do, but it's like plans aren't working out the way you imagine them to be. It was kind of like that for me. So I was in school full-time and I was working part-time. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm so nervous telling the story. Anyway, yeah, so it was like that for me. And then during that time period, I just was in a dark space, in a dark cloud. You know, when you like a pre-adult and you're like, why am I here? Like, I'm out of school now. Like, what do I do? It's like you're stranded in desert. That's how it felt for me. So the blogging part started, I started doing like public journal entries, I like to call it, where I would just think of a general question. And at this time I was working at a daycare. So I had several co-workers. I miss them so much. But anyway, and I used to ask just like a general question, and we just used to elaborate on it, like different responses, different questions, like life questions. And then after work some days, I would just type a little journal note. I can't remember what all I used to say, but if you look on my Instagram at Bloomingwithazalea and you look at my highlights, you would see something that says journal entries and stuff like that. That's what that is. So that's how it started. Started doing like little public journal entries or whatever. And then I was posting them on Snapchat. Now, I don't know if anyone is still use Snapchat. I assume so because everyone liked their filters. But what's that? Oh, sorry. I see something run across my feet. Okay, so yeah, I started posting them on Snapchat, and then I would screenshot them. I would post it on my different statuses, like my Instagram statuses and stuff like that, or whatever it may be. And it started to catch on. It started to catch on to other people. Other persons would message me, why you don't write a book? Why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? My aunt one day, a special shout out to my aunt, because she was probably one of the first ones who put the idea in my head. And it was like, you need to write a book because you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of wisdom, or whatever the case may be. So I was like, I ain't gonna do a book yet. I don't think I'm ready to do a book. I love English, but I'm not ready to do a book. And then one of my other classmates who I graduated with, and two other persons said, why not do a blog? And I was like, don't sound like a bad idea. And then I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, why do I want to do like, what the hell do you write on a blog? Like, who the hell even writes a blog, right? That's how I was acting towards myself, like, who's gonna read it? Like, who's gonna care about what I write? And then the other part of it was, what am I gonna write? And I sat down for a while and I said, you know what? All these things that I'm writing in these journal entries can be put in a blog. And maybe one day a vlog. And I said, you know, I'll just write and see if it catches on. So that's how that started. And then after that, I started saving my journal entries, and I said I could relate back to these to start a blog. That is kind of how I started blogging. Another reason why I started blogging was because, like I said, I was kind of like in a dark space, a dark cloud. I want to say I was lost. I don't want to say I was depressed, but I mean, I kind of was. Because me as a person, I am the kind of person that if things don't go my way, or the way, because life really has a way of working itself out. If things don't go my way, I tend to get really upset. I can get very annoying, very angry, very snappy. And persons who are very close to me, like my family and my close friends, they know, like, when things don't go my way, I automatically just, either I shut down or I freak out and then I shut down. And that's what was happening. I started to eat a lot. People didn't really know. I mean, I lied. Some persons knew that something, like, I wasn't happy. And that's the truth. I wasn't happy for a minute. And I think that, you know, I think that they knew, but they didn't say anything. And then for others who didn't, like, who knew me but didn't know no better, it was easy for me to hide it because I'm naturally a peachy person and could, like, just put on a smile and act like everything. But deep down, honestly, it wasn't okay. I was eating a lot. I mean, food is good for the soul, and I was eating plenty. I put on, I put on a good amount of pounds, and I didn't care how I looked. I just used to fling on clothes, go to work. When it was time to go out, I used to put in a little effort, but I didn't care. I just was like, you know, whatever. So that's what kind of helped me to start blogging, to do, I guess you could say, inspirational blogging, motivational, putting some wisdom. And yeah, that's really why I started blogging. Like, if you ask me this in person, and we would sit down and have a conversation, I probably will tell you the same thing. If you read my blog post that I had put out today, I'm probably a little more detailed in why I started, but this is why. Apart from me blogging, I wanted to do it because I wanted to use this as a platform for persons who, like, preteens, pre-adults, or any age. There's no specific age, but I realized that I get a lot of younger adults. And I want to use my platform that I want to take off, hopefully one day. I want to use it to let people know, like, hey, it's okay to be 18 and not know what you want to do. It's okay to be 18 and it's okay to be like 20 years old and you don't know what to do. It's okay to reach 25 and you just now figuring out what it is you want to do. Nothing happens before it's time, and that is the reason why I wanted to also make this video, because we tend to get stuck in our thoughts like, oh my gosh, like, I'm this age and I still haven't figured out X, Y, and Z, because I'm like that too. Like, as I got older, I'm not that old yet, but as I got older and more mature mentally, I had to accept the fact that things are not gonna happen the way we wanted to at the age we want it to happen. Another reason why is because I want people to feel comfortable. At one point, I was insecure about myself and how I looked. That is why I kind of created a page on the website called Naked Truth. It's a Naked Truth campaign. I know it's been there for a while for y'all who were like, girl, you had on your page so long, why are we doing that with it? Soon, nothing before it's time. I want people to feel comfortable. I want people to feel beautiful. I want people to know that it's okay for you just to just have a big question mark because you just don't know what is happening. I want people to feel comfortable. I have had someone make a comment to me and they're like, I don't know if it was a joke or not. I took it more of as a joke, but they could have been serious. and they were like, nah, you just want to be the next social influencer in the Bahamas. You just want to be the next it girl. And it's like, nah, buddy, I am so sorry. I'm not trying to be no it girl. I'm not trying to be no high influencer or whatever. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I did this because the kind of person I am and my personality, like, why not just get in front of a camera and just make videos? Why not start writing? Because I mean, I like to talk. It feels, I like to talk to people. I like to make people feel better, even if it's in the moment, just to make them feel good. Like when they vent, that's just me. I like to give words of wisdom. Like, I just like doing that. That's just me. Sometimes I just need it too, and I just gotta like look at myself in the mirror and be like, hey, get it together, Odette, get it together. So that's really why I started. I didn't do this for clout. I didn't do this to get attention. Like, you never know what a person is going through. So when you see your friends just pick up and they just start doing something, just support them, because that's probably their outlet. Like, I know we always tease people about these guys or these females who start their rap career. Listen, if your significant other or your best friend is doing their rap career, support them, because them rapping is probably their outlet. That's probably their way of expressing their feelings without having really to talk about it. Support them, cheer them on, snap them, do whatever. When you see you have a friend who started a YouTube channel for makeup and doing what you call it, clothing hauls, and this person's starting to do hair and she's starting to do nails, like, you just never know. These, like, I don't think people ask enough, hey, why did you start doing this? And you have people who don't know what it is they're supposed to do in life, but they start doing certain things because it's a fulfillment. It's making them feel, I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all see me scratching again, bite up. It's making them feel like they are part of this world for a reason. And speaking from experience, I started blogging, and I just said why. Because I was in a dark cloud, and I realized the more I started posting my little journals, people started to catch on. It was like, hey, don't just post these for 24 hours and then let it delete. Like, actually put these somewhere where people could, because your words may help someone. And I've honestly had people say, I needed this today, Odette. Like, I needed to read this today. And I just want to encourage you all, like, if you're going through it, it's okay. If you feel like you don't know your purpose or your reason for being here, or you're a recent high school graduate and things aren't working out for you, listen, it's okay. You're only human. And I will tell you one of the reasons why I got in a dark space. I keep getting bite, y'all. One of the reasons why I was in a dark cloud was because, I'm not ashamed to say it, I wanted to go off to school. Like, I was like hardcore, like, just graduate from high school and just go off. That didn't work out. Everything has its reasons. And then I was in university locally. I stopped. I had more people try to tell me what to do, what not to do, and I'm just like, listen, y'all aren't me, and you are not going to understand why the hell I think this way. I'm not going to explain myself to you, because there's no point. I only hurt myself more, wasting my energy explaining something to you that you obviously aren't going to understand. And like I said, life has a strange way of working itself out, because I am now currently back in school. I'm not studying, I'm not exactly studying my first choice, but I'm in school. And I have a full-time job. I have a 9-to-5 job. I do these things I'm doing for you now. I'm starting to do another venture that I previously announced in my previous blog post and blog. So if you haven't checked it out, maybe you should go look at it. It's called I'm Back, Bloomers. So check it out. But yeah, this is my story. This is why I started blogging. This is why I started writing. If you were to ask me this in person, I probably would give you the same exact answer. No, I did not do it for clout. I'm not a person who, anyway, but yeah, that's why I started blogging. And like I said, I want to encourage you, if you know you have a friend and all of a sudden they just jump up and start doing something, one share, one like, one subscribe, something, you know, to help them, because you just never know. Some of them may tell you other reasons, but deep down inside, they know they're doing it as like an outlet for themselves. So, bloomers, so y'all can stop asking me. This is why I started blogging. Oh, and also the other question I keep getting is, why don't I post once a week, 2 times a week? Why is it always spaced out? I only write on things that I've either experienced myself, or I was, I want to say in the front center, not necessarily in it, but front and center, where I could like talk about it. So I'm not one of those persons who can put out a blog every day or once a week. I can't do that. I do it when I try to put out enough blogs, even if it's not vlogs. I try to put out enough blogs, but I just go based on how I feel. Am I making sense when I write this? Because I'm not the kind of person where I just putting something out there just to put it out there. If I putting content out there just to put it out there, it's gonna feel like I'm doing a job and I'm not gonna enjoy it. And I enjoy doing blogging the way I do it now. So when you guys see me taking long to post and y'all start DMing me, or those who have my number message me and like, oh Deb, you haven't put out anything in a while. Listen, it takes time. I could write 3 blogs in a day and I won't post any. I won't share it. I would write it, save it, and leave it. Because I feel like, okay, I was in my feelings when I wrote that. Let me go back, take out some things, and then I'm gonna publish it. That's just me. So you have to bear with me. I'm not one of those persons who's gonna put out a blog every week, every day. I try to put out at least 3 blogs a month and a vlog to go with each one, but yeah. So I'm gonna stop rambling now, because I know y'all like, when's she gonna shut up? Yeah, like I said, it wasn't for clout or anything. Just how we all see me act on camera and how I sound when I write my blogs, this is how I am in person, in real life. Unless you catch me on a bad day and I'm just not on your run. Nothing personal. I have my days, I'm human. Those who know me very closely know just how I act on camera is really how I am in person. I'm actually more goofier in person, but let me stop selling myself. So yeah, guys, so that's it for today. If you want to read more about this blog, this vlog, you can go to my website at www.bloomingwithazalea.com. Search for the tab that says Azalea, and you will see the blog post that says why I started BWA. I say BWA for short, for Blooming with Azalea. I hope you have a good day, a wonderful day. God bless y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.